Hello everyone, Coach Crimson here, and today I'm talking about Broken Moon. Um, Hope everyone is enjoying Season 15 because we have a new map, and we're going to be stuck with it for a little bit of time. So I want to go do an overview of the new map, some of the POIs, and maybe perhaps some strategy on how you can climb in Season 15. So first let's talk the map. Am I enjoying Broken Moon? Well, of course I am. It's a new map, it's a lot to learn, it's fun, it's refreshing, it's new, and oh boy is this map different from the rest. It has some elements of Kings Canyon, Olympus, and Storm Point in it. But overall, it's a great map. I'm really enjoying it. Um, a lot of POIs, I think about 15, a lot of space, and it's just quite different overall. Here on the map, I'm going to show you the loot rarities, which is pretty cool, right? With kind of a common theme for a lot of maps. I know for sure it's similar to Storm Point. I believe World's Edge, where a lot of the POIs towards the middle of the map are mid-grade loot rarity, and whereas the edges are high tier. And this is definitely the same case for Stormpoint. And again, the whole purpose of that is to have people land at the edge of the map and entice them to go towards the middle once the zone closes, right? Nobody wants to go outwards to the map to get good loot when the zone's be closing and pushing you in. Um, with that being said, let's kind of review the POIs here. I'm going to go from edge to middle here, and we'll start off with the edges. Edges are great and ranked, especially when you're trying to clear your rotates and just go to the middle of the map. Breaker, great POI, kind of big. Despite it being a big POI, or sorry, because it's a big POI and it has high tier loot rarity, it's kind of a pain to loot. Um, so despite having it being a high loot rarity, it's just a pain to loot, and I often don't even come out there with good armors. Mostly because it takes so long to loot, as opposed to like something like Dragulch, where it's a smaller POI, mid-grade or loot rarity, but it's smaller and more condensed, so it's easier to loot. Um, Production are pretty good. It's pretty big as well, but the looting situation's a little more linear, making it easier. Fighting there seems great. Let me go back to Breaker's Wharf. Fighting there kind of blows. Dragulch fighting there is kind of simplified, kind of nice. Production Yard, it's a little big, but still not crazy. Foundry, I've not really played it too much to really give it a full opinion on it yet, but it's a little weird. Don't really like it too much. In terms of fighting, in terms of looting, it's pretty good. Linear as well. Cultivation, no opinions. Middle of the map, not gonna touch it. South and North Promenade, middle of the map, not gonna touch it yet. Core, same thing as Breaker, huge, probably nice loot, just so spread out, like so spread out. Alpha Base, pretty cool. Those buildings are a pain, um, and I think this POI is high tier and it's pretty localized, which makes it pretty good. Stasis Array, haven't really touched it, don't care to touch it for a little bit. Backup Atmo, pretty cool. Has reminiscence of Launchpad from Stormpoint, which is kind of lame. Like Launchpad has some issues with the god height. Launchpad had two god heights, whereas this has one, so it's not as bad. The loot outside the god height building is meh, whereas everything towards the god height building is great. Eternal Gauntlet's pretty. I like the POI overall. Fighting there is relatively eh. It's not bad, not good. In the middle. Crafter's in a really weird spot, being right here on the edge, where you can die. Divide, I love this POI. The shape of it is still really weird, but I do like how it's very linear with the loot structure and just the way it's shaped. Fighting there's straightforward, not fun, but straightforward. Terraformer never really landed there. Looks kind of wild. Don't plan to land there for a little bit. But rotating is pretty nice. Bionomics, I don't like it. Loot like spots are very weird, right in the buildings and the places. Fighting there is pretty awkward at times. Don't really like it. Atmo, I think it's pretty much like backup Atmo. Same thing. So yeah, overall good map. I'm really enjoying it right now. Zip rolls are really cool. Overall the map plays very nice. And I've been hearing a lot of stories of people getting thirded, and I don't understand why, because if you have a good game plan on all the maps, and getting third is not as hard and not as bad. I think for me, it's been fun, and if you play middle of the map and like a weirdo and just ape everything and you don't clear your back, and then yeah, of course you're gonna get thirded. But overall, zip rolls do increase people's chances of finding you, and then any fight in the middle of the map is just gonna attract corners, right? And by I mean by corners is like you sort of map at like core, right? You're gonna get walked up by this place, this place, this place. It's just one of those things where if you're in the middle of the map, your attention you're gonna bring to people it's just a lot. Like, of course, people are gonna third you, right? Right. Same with Promenade. Promenade's the de facto like third spot right now. So like So just be smart, play edge. Look at your third party patterns. Like you're just limiting yourself, right? Like right here, it's just it's just a little harder to third. You play on edge POIs, which makes it good to play edge POIs. Which leads me to my rank tip. Ranked is pretty cool. Uh, Overall, the zone structure is very similar to Storm Point, where it just pulls like this. So like, let's say you land Breaker. Let's talk about this. Just clear your backside. That's all you gotta do. You're playing ranked. Um, just get some KP and then play zone. Right. Your KP is gonna triple in or not triple, double and a half in price. Right. If you get one kill at the beginning, it's worth 1 point, but by 10 squads, it's worth 10 points, and then by first place, it's worth 25. So why are you going to third more fights if they're worth that much, right? Every fight you third or get mixed into is just gonna put you 30 points up or lose you even more points down the line. So let's say you land at Wharf here, right? What are you gonna do? Just fast rotate, kill somebody. If you know what fast rotate is, go ask me in the Discord that I'm part of. Just fast rotate, go kill like some of these POIs and get some good loot, and then just play zone, right? Let's do a different zone here. Let's do what's zone I've seen a lot here. And I've seen a fair amount of cultivation zones. Let's say you do here. Let's say same thing. You go to Breaker. What are you gonna do? Again, same thing, same game plan. Just fast rotate, kill these teams, rotate on the edge so you limit yourself from what you're doing, and then play zone. And play zone doesn't mean just play zone at AFK. Come on, guys, let's be real. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you go to zone, clear your back, and then every area you go from here, you know that this area that you cleared is probably not gonna have people. So that way you're limiting yourself. You're fighting somebody. Guess what? You fight someone right here. All these bogeys are gonna come and third them for you, and then you push them into you, and you get more KP. It's just an easy game, guys. It's a really good game plan. I've been really having good fun with the strategy. Even his Watson himself has been having a lot of trouble with this map because everyone's aping him. He just did finish his solo pred, and he doesn't like the map. So perhaps that's why he's making bad calls on the map. But it is a weird map, and that makes it more reason just play zone, right? Don't be weird and just ape everything because you saw some streamer go and do that. You're not pred. It's not gonna happen. Just play with your boys, pick some smart fights, and then just clear your back. Nothing's wrong with clearing your back, and in any case, it's a good habit for when you play competitive or other maps as well. But that's my right tip for everybody. Play zone, get some KP first, play zone, get some more KP, cash out, and get your 200 RP at the end of the game. So overall, I'm enjoying Broken Moon right now. It's a very fun POI. I think there's definitely some secrets to the POI that I'm hoping to discover. Um, and some of the map is interesting, and I really do believe if they can tweak some of the map's bad errors, that it can be a very good ALGS map and a very good rank map going forward. At the current state, I don't know. I'm feeling like it's a little less fun for me competitively in ranked than Stormpoint and Olympus, but it's still very good. It's new and fresh, so I think that puts it on par with those maps. But overall, in terms of like, hey, you're running a tournament, what map would you do 5 years down the line, right? Let's say nothing changed. I'm making a map 5 years down the line. I'll still choose Stormpoint as the de facto premier ALGS map. Same thing with World's Edge possibly, right? Like in terms of competitive tournament, World's Edge is still very good. This map, close, don't know. I mean, that's what I said for Stormpoint when it came out, so maybe my opinion will change, but I think there needs to be some small tweaks to it to make it a little more enjoyable for the main audience. But overall, it's a great map. I really enjoy it. I hope to play it more often and learn some more secrets about the map. Anyways, if you have any questions about anything I've spoken about today, please let me know, and hope you have a good